So recently my channel went over 50,000 subscribers. So in this video, I want to share a little bit of the timeline and then just some real talk about growing on YouTube. If we haven't met, my name's Kevin Colby, and just to put everything in perspective, I'm 63 at the day I'm shooting this. Actually, I will be 63 for a whole year. It's funny how it works. I started my channel in 2017. I think I was 57. Math is not my thing. Creating videos is. I didn't know where this journey was going to go. 2017, I started my YouTube channel. Same year that my position, I was a creative director in TV. I'd been in TV for a long time. It was eliminated. So I was like, what am I going to do next? And over time, YouTube became where I decided to teach and earn from and do things from. And it's just been a wild ride. In August of this year, I don't know when you're going to watch this, of 2024, I was sitting at around 14,000 subscribers. And I decided to do something, and it was get really focused on who I wanted to talk to. And that was anybody over 40. And if you say, well, why? It's like, well, again, I'm 63, and I did some research, and I started looking, and I thought, you know what? There's a whole group of people out there that are older like me that I think have either lost their jobs, or they're burnt out, or they want to try something different. They want to create extra income. They just want to have fun. They want to archive their life on video. But YouTube just seems this thing, it's like, well, I don't know about that. That's for young people and, weird stuff and everything. And it's really not. And YouTube has really changed my life in terms of connecting with people and making money and just being able to support my family from my home studio office. This is a former bedroom. I did a video on this if you want to see it. YouTube has really changed my life that way, to the point where I'm a solo content creator. I work for myself and I do YouTube mainly. No, it's not mainly. I just do YouTube. When I decided to focus on people over 40 and really help you if you're over 40 with video and YouTube, not necessarily growth hacks and tips, just how to do it. That's when things really changed. And the video that kind of blew up my channel the second time was over 40, you should start a YouTube channel. I think that was the title. And it continues to grow, and it continues to connect me with people around the world, which is so cool. And the end of October, I hit 50,000 subscribers. Mind blown. So I want to share some real talk about growing on YouTube. And the reason I want to do this is because you don't have to search very far on Google or YouTube to get everybody telling you how to grow. There's some good information out there. I have several friends who are mentors, and I would put all of them in the really good information category. And there's a lot of bad information out there. I mean, a lot of bad. There's even bad information in the over 40 sector, if you will. And this isn't about throwing shade on anybody. There's a lot of just ways to do YouTube out there that are they're old, they're not true. The one thing I will say is there's so many different ways to do YouTube, and I want to talk a little bit about that now. So if you're thinking of it, you can go, oh, okay, I hadn't thought about that. I want to start with this quote, C.S. Lewis: "You're never too old to set another goal or dream another dream." So first of all, I would say show up. Believe it or not, that's a large part of this. I see people leave comments on my videos a lot that say, I want to start. You've inspired me or encouraged me to start. And they haven't started yet. And I've also seen people talk about, as soon as I get the right gear and do all this, then I'm going to start. Then there's the occasional people that want to critique, my work and what I do and how I move my glasses, and they don't have any videos, and that's okay. But my point is that the only way to really do YouTube is show up. Nobody is ever going to know what you have to say, what you have to teach, what you have to share, maybe how you can inspire them if you don't show up. So much of YouTube is just about showing up and putting yourself out there. So don't be afraid to show up and make it work. Now, this isn't about coming up with a consistent schedule. You need to post every week. You need to post every 2 weeks. The more you post, YouTube finds out more about your channel. That is true. But don't let that kind of, all of a sudden this arbitrary schedule that you've come up with that nobody's going to hold you to, derail you from just doing YouTube. So just show up. Another one is change things up. So I mentioned at the beginning of this video about, how my channel just really just took off. Did I know it was going to take off like that? Heck no. Here's the thing. If a lot of these guys out there telling you do this, your channel will blow up, a lot of those guys, there's no proof on their channel that they've been able to do that. And if it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. Be okay with changing things up. I don't know that I really changed what I talk about. I'm still about video. I'm still about helping people do video and do more with video. I still tend to talk more to beginners and help beginners. But I also know that there's people that watch this that have bigger channels than me, which is cool. If you're thinking of doing something or you've done it for a little bit and you're kind of stuck or you're in a rut or you're just feeling like it's not working, change things up. You can change things up with your topics. You can change things up with the way you do things. Somebody asked me once why I don't get out more outside and do my videos. I would love to. But right now, this is the easiest way for me to create. Trust me, I'd be at a coffee shop all the time doing my videos if I could figure that out. Be okay with changing things up. And part of that could also be, in how you do your videos. So you can live stream, you can do video podcasts, you can do talking head videos, you could do shorts. I'm not a big shorts guy. There's some on my channel, I don't enjoy them, but you could do that. There's so many different ways to do video. You could do long form, you could do short form, not shorts, it's short form. And again, you can change things up. So don't hesitate to do that along the way. Another one is just be you. I think it was Oscar Wilde who said, be you, everybody else is already taken. I absolutely love that quote. One of my favorite YouTubers is Casey Neistat. I like him. I like his style. Never met him. I like Casey and I like his style. But you know what? If you're going to be the next Casey, I'm not going to watch you because I can watch Casey. It's kind of like, here's maybe a good example. It's like Hollywood. I'm not a big fan on remakes, just for remakes. A lot of times it's like, why? I mean, I like the original. The best thing you can do doing video, and especially YouTube, is be you. Be the best version of you as possible. Let people fall in love with you. Now, I know, because I've seen your comments. Well, I don't look good, and I don't have a good voice, and all the things about the reasons you can't. But you know what? God made you you. I can't tell you what you should do, and I can't tell you what your passions are. Now, I do coaching, and I've had the opportunity to work with some folks on helping them kind of find their direction. But I don't go into a call and say, okay, well, here's what you need to do just based on your information. Be you. Be you. The world needs whatever you have, however you want to do it, even if it's just for fun. But let people fall in love with you. There's brands I like, but I'm more in tune with the people behind the brands. Another one is be okay with imperfection. It is so easy to not get started on YouTube and not do video because, well, what if I mess up? What if I make a mistake? What if well, welcome to life. Welcome to life. Let's talk about movies and TVs. I can't remember the name of the show. It was hosted by Dick Clark and Ed McMahon. If you remember this, let me know down in the comments. It was like TV's Funniest Bloopers or something like that. There was a show on television, network television, that ran for years that was all based on bloopers and screw-ups and mistakes from TV shows and movies. If you are not getting started on YouTube and you're not putting things out there because you're afraid you're not perfect, well, come here. You're not. Be okay with it. I'm not. I've done videos after the fact and thought, oh, shoot, I left that out. Or I may have shared this story before, but there was a video I did once and I didn't know it. This is so stupid. I shot the whole video, edited the video, and uploaded the video, and it had run for a long time on YouTube before I realized I had a big hairball hanging from my beard right here. And every time I moved my mouth, the hairball flapped. To this day, one person ever has commented, And the dude had a beard, and he said, yeah, I hate that when that happens. If you're constantly striving to be perfect, I think you're setting yourself up for failure already, because nobody's perfect. Put it out there and keep going. Like the first point, show up. Don't wait for perfection. Just keep showing up and actually embrace that imperfection. And the last one, just start. I love it when I get a comment. It's like, yeah, this does mean a lot. When somebody says, hey, you've inspired me to start. And because of your video, I just uploaded my first video. I love that. I love that. And it's not because I did it. You had it in there. I just kind of lit the fire under you to get you going. Just starting is so much of it. Because if you don't start, nobody's ever going to know what you have to say or share. If you want to make money, you can't unless you start. Everything that we have, my iPhone right here, I only have because somebody started and they did this. I don't know where my channel's going to go. I don't. I didn't see 50,000 subscribers happening. I kind of wanted it, but I didn't know it was going to happen. I didn't know when it was going to happen. Will I hit 100,000? I don't know. To be in the game, you got to start. Hey, I hope this helps you get started on YouTube, especially if you're over 40. And let me know if you've got any more advice that I missed. I would love to hear that as well. If you need some help, there's some videos on the screen that will help you hopefully do video and do YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.